So welcome back to the channel. My name is Arno Kamphuis and this video is about the Lido Prize. It's the Alistair Mackenzie Society that organizes every year a competition, a golf design competition. And this year it's a par 3 design and the deadline was May 15, so a couple of days ago. So I'm gonna show you the design I made. I'm going to explain what the design concepts are, my thoughts behind my design. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the whole design process because I already made this before I started making videos. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the design on the screen and I'm going to explain sorts of different types of design choices I made. Hope you're going to enjoy it. If so, like the video and stay tuned. So let's get stuck in. This year's competition is required that you design a par 3 course. It should be at least 95 yards and no more than 240, measuring from the back teeing ground to the center of the green. There are a number of things that you can do. There's a number of requirements. And you had to hand it in on May 15, which is a couple of days ago. So now I can share my design. We're going to talk about my design. I'm going to show you everything. Unfortunately, I designed this before I made the video, so I cannot really show you everything, the whole process. We're going to talk about everything that I did in order to get the design as it is. Okay, so this is the design. It's a par 3, of course, 155 yards, so well within the parameters of the competition. From the back tee here, it's a par 3 hole situated in a barren landscape. You see waste areas, you see hills, you see very few trees, lots of rough, but very few trees. So the wind is actually has free play. The prevailing wind is from the west, as you can see here from the left top left side. Most of the time the wind is coming from that side. So what I did was actually have the tees sort of arc in that direction, while the green is angled at a 45-degree angle from the play line from the back tees. This would make it easier for the people with shorter distances, playing the shorter tees, to actually roll it up to the green, because it opens up the green and gets these bunkers out of play. From the back tees, you actually have a hard time. You have to hit over most of the bunkers to actually get it into play. Or if you use the prevailing wind and have a nice fade, you can also roll it up from the left-hand side. So let us look at the green complex. What you see here is a green, sort of 40 yards long, 30 yards wide, slanted at a 45-degree angle from the play line, and defended by several obstacles. First we have, of course, very clearly the bunker, the big bunker on the front, and some small bunkers at the right back. If you hit it long right, you get into these little tiny bunkers. Those are sort of, the bunkers are defended by the little mound here in front, so you have to hit it over. This little mound also protects the players from actually having the ball roll into these bunkers from the green once you hit it. The same goes for this bunker that defends the front. It has a mound in front of it, which makes it hard for balls to actually roll into the bunker, but also a little bit harder to hit the ball onto the green. The nice thing is that the prevailing wind, as I said, is from the west, so you're hitting into the wind from these bunkers, which makes it a little easier to land. The other defense that the green has is these roll of areas on the sides. So the front has a sort of a fake front, and if you hit it a little bit long on these sides, you roll off the green that way. So a pretty defended green complex with lots of possible pin positions. So you have some relatively easy pin positions here in the front, this one and that one. This one is a little bit more difficult, since if you hit it a little bit too far, it goes on to that row of area, and if you hit it a little bit short, it goes on to that one, or it rolls down. The nice thing is if it rolls down here, you have an uppercut, so that's nice again. The two pin positions at the back, one on a little mound, one in a hollow down here, both doable. This one is pretty difficult to land it there, but the nice thing is that everything rolls towards that position. This one is pretty hard because you have to hit it on top of this shelf, the top shelf, and that's pretty difficult. Now there's a really challenging one right over the bunker with a quite an easy roll of area towards that one. You can hit it into this bank and let it spin back. So there are options to actually to get close to this pin position. So what I did was actually place two trees right behind the green. You see this in the artist view as well, artist impression. These trees will help you navigate your way around the barren landscape. The left tree is situated on the left hand side of the green, and the right tree is actually situated in the middle of the back portion of the green, and that makes it easier to actually aim for something. I really like it when there are some aim points in the skyline with trees like this. It makes it easier to actually play your shot. So you might be wondering, what is this bunker in front doing here? Well, that has two functions. One, it has a function of getting a little bit obstruction from viewing the green from the back tee. So you see this here also in the artist impression, the same bunker right over here. It just gives it a little bit more of an intimidating view from the back tee. What it also does is, if you play from the front trees, where you have a better sort of line towards the green, where these greenside bunkers are not into play, you have to have some sort of extra difficulty imposing it onto the player that's placed right here. Now, from this front tee, it's only 77 yards to actually carry this bunker. So it's pretty doable for a lot of players, and if you land it right in front of the green, you can roll it up and have a nice putt for birdie even. It has two functions: imposing tee shot from this side, helping it also align to the left hand side of the green, and for people playing from the forward tees, it has an extra challenge to actually get over it. So then the cart path. Normally I would have a cart path on the right hand side of the hole, especially with the prevailing wind from the west, from the left, people start to tend missing it to the right. Well, the problem is with that is that we have this waste area over here, and the tees are actually in line with that one. So if I were to have a cart path go past those tee boxes, it would be in view from the back tees. Now, I don't like that. And in addition, if I have a cart path right here, then people would park their carts right over there, their buggies, and it has a slopey entrance to the green between those bunkers. Now, walking constantly between bunkers is not that good for maintenance, but also it's quite hilly and people tend to have buggies that actually have a hard time walking, so it's easy. So what I did is put the cart path on the other side and have it positioned in this little shallow entrance so that you can actually have a flat entrance to the green, which would make it a little bit harder for people actually hitting the bunker or hitting the rough over here to walk towards it. But I think in general, if you have a cart path also on this side of the green, hitting a ball right here, hitting the cart path and losing it further to the right is even worse. So I chose to actually put the cart path to the left hand side, and I think this is a good solution to recap. I think this is a whole giving challenges to people of all sorts of playing abilities. People playing from the back tee actually can land it on various shelves and various locations on the green. People playing from the forward tees have the ability to roll it onto the green. They can use the prevailing wind to actually help the ball reach the parts of the green that are a little bit harder to get. You have a nice view from the tee, imposing view, but it is helped by the trees in the back. Overall, I think a pretty nice and playable par 3 hole. So thanks for watching. Hope you like it. If you like it and like this video, please do hit the like button below. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. I upload these type of videos irregularly, so hit the bell icon as well if you want to stay up to date to when I upload videos. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you will come back for another video. Hope to see you soon. For me now, bye.